Welcome to our channel, English Ascent Daily. Today we are going to talk about one simple but powerful English speaking rule. Always use English. If you want to speak English more easily, you need to understand something important. Your speaking will not grow only because your notebook is full. It will not grow only because you watch English videos every day. It will not grow only because you save hundreds of new words on your phone. All of these things can help you, of course, but they are not enough. English starts to feel real when you take the words from your mind and use them with your mouth. You use them in short sentences. You use them during normal moments. You use them when you are not fully ready. And yes, sometimes you use them badly. That is still practice. Many learners keep waiting. They say, first I will understand every grammar rule, and then I will speak. First I will fix my accent, and then I will speak. First I will stop feeling nervous, and then I will speak. But that perfect day does not arrive. Confidence is not a ticket that you receive before the journey. Confidence grows while you are taking the journey. You speak a little, you survive the moment, and then you feel a little stronger. You speak again, and the fear becomes smaller. So make English part of your ordinary day. Use it while you look for your keys, while you wait for the bus, while you prepare your food, while you check an online order, while you plan tomorrow, or while you sit alone for 5 minutes. Talk about what you see. Talk about what you need. Talk about what went wrong. Talk about what you want to do next. Your sentences do not need to sound impressive. They only need to leave your mind and become real speech. While you listen to this lesson, do not let your mouth sleep. Repeat a few lines. Pause the video when you need time. Answer the questions aloud. A full notebook cannot speak for you, so let us begin training the person who can. You. Chapter 1. Use the English you have today. Many learners believe that their English is too small to use. They know basic words, but they do not feel proud of them. They hear someone using advanced vocabulary, and suddenly their own English feels weak. Then they stay quiet. But you do not need to build your whole language before you say your first clear sentence. You can begin with what you already have. Maybe you know the words table, window, phone, tired, hungry, work, go, need, and tomorrow. Good. Those words are enough for many useful thoughts. You can say, my phone is on the table. The window is open. I am tired, but I need to work. I will go outside tomorrow. These are not exciting sentences, but they are doing an important job. They are teaching your brain to find English, and they are teaching your mouth to release it. Do not compare your first steps with another person's long journey. Today your sentence may have 5 words. Next month it may have 15, but the 5-word sentence must come first. Not perfect, still useful. Look around you now and say 5 things. Say what you can see. Say what you are doing. Say what you need. Say how you feel. Then say what you will do next. You may say, I can see a cup. I am sitting near the door. I need to finish my work. I feel a little sleepy. After this video, I will make some tea. That is real speaking practice, and you did not need a difficult topic for it. There is another reason to speak with the English you already know. Speaking shows you what is missing. When you only read a word list, every word can look familiar. But when you try to explain your morning, you may suddenly need a word that you do not know. That moment is useful. Your brain is showing you a real gap. Do not become angry and do not immediately return to your first language. Finish the idea with easier words. After you finish speaking, write down the missing word and learn it. In this way, your vocabulary grows from your real life, not from a random page. Maybe you want to say that a room feels crowded, but you do not know the word crowded. You can say, there are too many people in this room. Your message is still clear. Later, you can learn the shorter word. This is how simple English becomes richer English. First, you communicate, then you improve the form. So stop saying, I do not know enough English. Ask a better question. What can I say with the English I know today? Use those words, move them around. Put them into new sentences. Your first job is not to impress anyone. Your first job is to make your English active. Chapter 2. Turn one sentence into 5. Some learners can say one sentence, but then they stop. They say, I am waiting for the bus, and after that, their mind becomes empty. The problem is not always vocabulary. Sometimes they simply do not know how to continue an idea. Here is an easy method. Begin with one fact, then add a detail, a reason, a feeling, and a next action. Let us use the bus example. I am waiting for the bus. The road is very busy this morning. My bus is late because there is heavy traffic. I feel worried because my meeting starts soon. I will send a message to my coworker. Now you have 5 connected sentences. None of them is advanced. Together, however, they sound like a small conversation. You can use the same pattern with breakfast. I am eating breakfast. I made eggs and toast today. I chose this meal because it was quick. It tastes good, but the tea is a little too strong. After breakfast, I will start my work. One simple sentence has now become a complete speaking moment. This method helps you build flow without forcing you to create one giant sentence. Giant sentences often become lost in the middle, like a bus taking the wrong road. Small connected sentences are easier to control. Practice this sentence chain with something from your day. First, give the basic fact. Second, add one detail. Third, explain why. Fourth, share a feeling or opinion. Fifth, say what happens next. You can talk about a missed phone call, a low phone battery, a grocery trip, a work task, or your weekend plan. Use small connecting words such as because, but, so, then, and after that. These words are simple bridges. They help one thought reach the next thought. Do not worry if you pause between the sentences. A pause does not mean failure. It only means your brain is building the next bridge. With practice, those pauses will become shorter. Try this every day with one ordinary topic. Today you can describe your lunch. Tomorrow you can explain why you were late. The next day you can talk about a movie you watched. Slowly you will stop giving only one-word answers. You will learn how to add detail, explain a reason, and finish an idea. Fluency is not only speaking fast. Fluency also means knowing where your message is going. One sentence opens the door. The next 4 sentences help you walk through it. You can also turn the 5-sentence chain into a question game. Ask yourself, what happened? Where did it happen? Why did it happen? How did I feel? And what did I do next? Then answer each question aloud. Imagine that your food order arrived late. You can explain where you were, what you ordered, why the delay was a problem, how you felt, and what you finally did. This prepares you for real conversations because other people often ask these small follow-up questions. If you only prepare one fixed answer, the second question can surprise you. But when you practice adding details from different directions, your mind becomes more flexible. Do not write every answer first. Give yourself 10 seconds to think, then speak. A little silence is okay. The aim is to teach your mind how to find the next useful idea without running back to a written script. Chapter 3. Speak through 3 times. Real conversations move through time. People talk about what is happening now, what happened before, and what they plan to do next. But many learners practice only one kind of sentence. They can say, I am working now, but they feel stuck when someone asks, what did you do this morning? Or what will you do tonight? You can train all 3 parts with one easy method. Choose one activity and look at it through 3 windows. Now, before, and next. Imagine that you are going to work. You can say, I am sitting on the train now. It is crowded and I am listening to this English lesson. Before this, I ate a quick breakfast and left my house at 8. After I arrive, I will check my messages and prepare for a meeting. You are practicing present, past, and future English, but you are not sitting inside a long grammar lecture. You are using grammar for a real purpose. That makes it easier to remember. Try the 9-sentence practice. Say 3 sentences about now, 3 about before, and 3 about next. While cooking, you might say, I am cutting the vegetables now. The water's getting hot. The kitchen smells nice. Before this, I washed the vegetables. I found a simple recipe online. I also cleaned the table. After this, I will serve the food. I will eat with my family. Then I will wash the dishes, maybe not happily, but I will wash them. This small practice trains your mind to move without translating every line. You can use it while shopping, studying, traveling, cleaning, or getting ready for bed. At night, choose one event from your day and tell it again. What was happening? What happened before it? What happened after it? Your story does not need drama. A lost key, a short call, or a cup of coffee is enough. When you learn to move between time periods, your answers become more complete. You can explain your experience, your current situation, and your plan. That is the language of everyday conversation. Chapter 4. Keep useful speaking. Frames ready. Many learners collect single words. They learn improve, opportunity, difficult, decision, and experience. These words are helpful, but during a conversation, the brain still has to build a complete sentence around each one. That takes time. A better idea is to learn some words in useful groups. Think of them as speaking frames. You keep the beginning ready, and you change the ending. For an opinion, you can say, I think that, in my view, or for me. For a reason, you can say, the main reason is, this happened because, or one problem is. When you are unsure, you can say, I am not completely sure, but, or maybe I am wrong, but. When you need to explain more, say, what I mean is, let me explain it simply. Or here is one example. These phrases give your sentence a direction. You are not building the whole road every time you speak. Part of the road is already there. Choose 3 speaking frames and use each one 5 times. Take the frame, the main reason is. You can say the main reason is time. The main reason is money. The main reason is fear. The main reason is that I need more practice. The main reason is that I was tired. Now take it what I mean is. You can say what I mean is, I need a short break. What I mean is, the plan is too expensive. What I mean is, I understand the idea, but I cannot explain it yet. This kind of practice is simple, but it prepares you for real answers. It also gives you a few seconds to think while you are already speaking. That is important. In conversation, you do not always need a new advanced word. Sometimes you need a familiar beginning that helps the next words arrive. Keep a small list of 10 useful speaking frames. Repeat them in different situations. Use them when you talk to yourself. Use them in voice messages. Use them when someone asks for your opinion. Slowly, these phrases will come without a long search, and your speech will feel more connected. Do not collect 50 frames in one day. Choose 2 or 3 and keep them for a whole week. On the first day, use them to talk about food. On the second day, use them to talk about work. On the third day, use them to explain a problem. The frame stays the same, but the meaning changes. This is how the phrase becomes part of your active English. You can even place one phrase on your phone screen as a reminder. Every time you see it, make a new sentence aloud. It may feel a little silly when you are talking to your phone screen, but your phone has already seen stranger things. The important point is regular use. A phrase that you read once may disappear. A phrase that you use in 10 real thoughts is much easier to remember. Chapter 5. Repeat one topic 3 times. Many learners think repeating a topic is boring. They want a new topic every minute because new feels more exciting. But the first time you speak about something, much of your attention is busy finding ideas. You're asking yourself, what should I say? Which word do I need? And how can I finish this sentence? When you speak about the same topic again, the ideas are already familiar. Now your attention can move toward clearer words, better connections, and fewer pauses. Try the 3-2-1 method. Choose a topic you know well, such as your morning routine, your job, your hometown, your English goal, or a small problem you solve. Set a timer and speak for 3 minutes. Do not read a prepared script. Do not stop because one sentence sounds strange. Keep moving. When the time ends, rest for a moment. Then speak about the same topic for 2 minutes. Finally, explain it one more time in 1 minute. The first attempt may feel messy. You may repeat an idea. You may forget the best word. Your brain may act like the words are playing hide and seek. Fine. During the second attempt, you will probably know what you want to say. You can remove a weak detail and add a clearer one. During the final minute, you must choose the most important information. This does not mean you should speak like a racing machine. The goal is not to push words out as fast as possible. The goal is to say the same message with more control. Record the 3 attempts sometimes and compare them. Listen for shorter pauses, clearer order, and easier sentence starts. Do not memorize every line. because real speaking is not memory acting on a stage. Keep the meaning, but allow the words to change. Use this method 2 or 3 times each week. Repetition is not moving backward. Good repetition helps useful language become easier to find. And when language is easier to find, you have more attention for the person, the idea, and the conversation. Chapter 6. Keep talking when a word disappears. You are speaking well, and then suddenly one word disappears. You know the word somewhere inside your mind, but the door is closed. Many learners panic in this moment. They stop the whole conversation or quickly change to their first language. But forgetting one word does not have to end your message. You can explain the word in another way. Ask yourself a few easy questions. What does this thing do? Where do people use it? What does it look like? What is it similar to? Can I give an example? Imagine you forget the word charger. You can say, it is the thing I use to give power to my phone. If you forget receipt, say it is the small paper a shop gives you after you pay. If you forget elevator, say it is the moving room that takes people up and down in a building. The exact word may arrive while you are explaining. If it does not, the other person may give it to you. Either way, the conversation continues. Prepare a few rescue phrases. I do not know the exact word, but it is something we use for. It looks similar to. Let me say it another way. Or here is an example. These phrases are not signs of weak English. They are communication tools. Even strong speakers sometimes forget a name, lose a word, or change a sentence in the middle. The difference is that they do not treat the missing word like the end of the world. Practice this as a small game. Choose 5 objects in your home, but do not say their names. Describe each object until another person could guess it. Describe a helmet, a remote control, a pillow, a key, or a bottle opener. If you are alone, record the descriptions and listen later. This exercise teaches flexibility. It helps you stay inside English instead of escaping at the first problem. Fluency does not mean knowing every word. It means keeping your message alive with the words you can reach. Chapter 7. Record, notice one thing, and try again. Recording your voice can feel uncomfortable. You press play, hear yourself, and suddenly you become the strictest teacher in the world. You notice your accent, every pause, and every small mistake. Then you say, my English sounds terrible, and you never record again. That is not useful review. That is a courtroom, and you are acting as the judge, the lawyer, and the person in trouble. Use recording in a kinder and smarter way. Choose one easy topic and speak for 60 to 90 seconds. Listen only once. Then choose one thing to improve. Only one. Maybe your pauses are too long. Maybe one word is unclear. Maybe you say in every sentence. Maybe your voice becomes too quiet at the end. Maybe you need one connecting phrase such as because or after that. Select one target, speak again, and try to improve that target. Do not repair everything in one day. If you try to fix grammar, pronunciation, speed, vocabulary, accent, and confidence at the same time, speaking will start to feel heavy. One small repair gives your mind a clear job. On Monday, you may work on pauses. On Tuesday, you may work on one difficult sound. On Wednesday, you may add clearer sentence endings. Keep one recording each week and compare it with a recording from the next month. Daily changes are difficult to see, but weekly and monthly changes are easier to hear. You may notice that you begin faster, speak for longer, or recover more easily after a mistake. Recording also shows you what you need to learn. When you try to speak and cannot express one idea, you have found a useful lesson for tomorrow. So listen with curiosity, not shame. Your recording is not proof that you are bad at English. It is a map showing you where to practice next. Chapter 8. Take English outside your room. Self-talk is a safe beginning, but real confidence grows when English slowly enters real communication. You do not need to begin with a long discussion in front of 10 people. Build a small confidence ladder. First, record a voice note only for yourself. Next, send a short English message to a trusted friend. Then ask someone one simple question in English. After that, try a 2-minute conversation about a familiar topic. Later, you can join a learner group or speak with a language partner. Each step adds a little pressure, but not too much. If you do not understand someone, do not pretend. Say, could you say that again, please? I understood the first part, but not the last part. Do you mean this? Can you explain it in an easier way? If your own answer becomes confused, say, give me a moment or let me try that again. These sentences help you stay calm and continue. Asking for help is part of conversation, not a failure inside it. You can bring all the methods from this lesson into one 12-minute daily routine. Spend the first 2 minutes talking about what is happening around you. Spend the next 3 minutes building one sentence chain with a fact, detail, reason, feeling, and next action. Then repeat one familiar topic for 3 minutes, trying to make it clearer than yesterday. Use 2 minutes to listen to a short recording and choose one small repair. In the final 2 minutes, send a voice message, answer a question aloud, or have one tiny real conversation. 12 minutes may look small, but it gives your brain, mouth, and ears regular work. Try this routine for 7 days. Do not measure progress by a perfect accent. Notice whether you start speaking faster, translate less, connect ideas more easily, and feel more willing to try. Some days will feel good. Some days your words will arrive slowly. That is normal. A habit does not need every day to feel amazing. It only needs you to return. Real confidence is not the absence of nervousness. It is the decision to speak even while a little nervousness is still there. Now let us bring everything together. Use the English you have instead of waiting for more. Turn one sentence into 5 connected thoughts. Speak about now, before, and next. Keep useful phrase frames ready. Repeat one topic until the message becomes clearer. Explain a missing word instead of ending the conversation. Record your voice, choose one small repair, and try again. Then take English outside your room, one safe step at a time. You do not need to sound like another person. You need to become more comfortable with your own English voice. You do not need a perfect day, a perfect partner, or a perfect sentence. You need a small moment of action today and another one tomorrow. So speak when you make breakfast. Speak when you plan your work. Speak when something goes wrong. Speak when you feel ready, and sometimes speak when you do not feel ready. Maybe tomorrow your practice will feel weak. Maybe you will forget easy words and think that you are going backward. Do not turn one difficult day into a week of silence. Language progress is not a straight road. Some days you move quickly, and some days you only keep the habit alive. Both days matter. Return to one small sentence, then build from there again. Say this with me. I will use the English I know. I will speak before I feel completely prepared. I will make mistakes, notice them, and continue. I will come back to practice tomorrow. If this lesson helped you, subscribe to English Ascent Daily for more easy English, motivation, and daily speaking practice. Your fluency does not begin when every rule is perfect. It begins when English leaves the page and enters your day. The end.